What's going on, everybody? Rob here to do a vinyl update, well, and the CD update. Ooh, it's because they didn't have it on vinyl. They don't have a vinyl version. So anyway, I'm just going to get into that. But before I do, a little sippy. Trying this new Burkhoff beer. Belgian style ale with cherry juice. Actually pretty good. I'm pretty much a sucker for anything with orange or cherries. It's good. I'm thinking it's German, by the way. Anyway, here we go. First, I'm going to have the CD. This band is out of Sweden. This is their fourth release. I have 3 of the 4. This is from this year. This is kind of a bitch to get a hold of. I ordered it twice through Amazon, and then finally I gave up there. And then I tried to order it from the record label, and the shipping was insane, so I gave up on that. And then it popped up on Amazon, and I got it. So finally, if you guys know the band Jaded Heart, the singer Johan Fahlberg. I think it's Fahlberg. He was the original singer for this band for the first 3. I'm pretty sure it's 4. For the first 3, they brought on a new singer for the new album. My opinion, this is their best album. I've never been a Fahlberg fan. You know, he's got a good voice. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like it. And then when he went to Jaded Heart, it just changed the whole sound of that band. Anyway, I'll stop talking and show you the band. The band's called Denied. And the album is called Freedom of Speech. ... It's on Slip Trick Records. Heavy power metal. He can do high range. Has a bit of a grit to his voice. That Euro heavy power metal. I mean, that's what it is. But it's done really well. I mean, obviously I bought the CD, so I really enjoy it. And you guys know me by now that I'm not buying anything I don't like. Our new CD and it's broken. There's the CD, pretty much the album cover. The new singer, Soren Adamson, I think. I don't remember. It's close enough for me. I mean, they're not going to knock anything out of the park, but it's well produced, well mixed, sounds great. Try to find the band lyrics. Nothing in the middle. Pretty much cut and dry. Although it's only showing 4 of them on the back, doesn't show the singer. The rest is just lyrics. But I'll put a link in my description below. I've been putting links to all the stuff the stuff that I think people don't really know well. I throw in a link in there now. Anyway, that's my 1 CD. Again, look them up. I mean, I'll post it and listen to it. I think you guys would like the heavier power metal, especially that Euro power metal. You'll love this. This is their best album. All their albums are good, but this is their best. Now, for you guys that are friends with me on Facebook, about an hour ago I posted about a package that came in. I mean, it doesn't even look bad now, but if you've seen the pictures, this was completely crushed in and this was tilted, and you can see how it's all bent in. Both sides were crushed down. The album actually was okay. I have no idea how. The only problem is it was misgraded. But anyway, this is a grail of mine. It's a small grail. It's just so hard to get on vinyl without paying, a lot of money for the shipping. And when you add the cash value and then, $15 to $20 shipping, it's just not worth it. So I waited until I found one, and this one popped up for cheap. I got it for under 20 bucks combined, which is really good because the album usually goes about 20 bucks on its own. And that's the band Lost Boys. It's got a great gloss, as you can see. There's the back. Now this is a French press. This is a one-off band. If you guys know the band Odin, the singer, Randy O, does he call himself on here? Yeah, Randy O. He's the vocalist on here, and I think Jeff Duncan. Yeah, Jeff Duncan, the guitar player that was also in Odin, is in this band as well. It's different than Odin. It's not that heavy metal. It's, I don't know how to explain it, but this would fall, it was a 90, right? Yeah, 1990. This would fall in my top 10 albums of probably of the 90s. I love this album. It's very emotionally written. His vocals, you know, he's not a smooth, clean vocalist. He has a bit of grit to him, and he has range. You know, it's just it's an album that I really can't explain. But if you like Odin, and you like a little bit of like an album you put on that just when you're chilling just makes you feel. I don't know how else to put it, but this album does that for me. This would probably make my top 50 of all time. I love this album so much. I showed that already. The album was presented as near mint, vinyl near mint too, but it's got a little bit of a tear there, and I'm not sure if that happened in shipping. I wouldn't be surprised. And then it's got another tear right there. But you know what? As much as I bitch about the packaging and stuff, guys, I really hate leaving people bad feedback. Generally, I'll leave them good feedback, but I'll add a note saying shipping was not great or terrible. This was misgraded by far for the sleeve, but I mean, I can't believe it survived. I think on that alone, I'll probably let it go and just say, you know, hey, your shipping sucks, but great album and all that stuff. The vinyl is perfect. I mean, the vinyl is as described. It's near mint. Honestly, except for the dust, which we can't control, I would literally call this mint. There's not a smudge or a scratch or anything on this thing. Atlantic label. Nah, whatever, I'm not gonna, you know what it looks like by now, it's Atlantic. So there's that. I am blown, look at that. 1 second I put it down, there's cat hair on it. I was blown away that was okay. That's probably, no. I think that may be the worst package I've ever had. I mean, it was just shipped, and it was shipped, like, you know, this was all open air. There was nothing inside, it was just tucked in this you know, the slider. Nothing to protect it. And the parts that weren't there had a gap like that big. So it was shipped like that. A vinyl shipped like that. I mean, how are you going to be a sales person shipping vinyl like that? From Germany. Anyway, enough of my bitching. Chris from Vinyl Transmission will just make another video of me. Alright. Next is a new one I got in. I'm not sure if this was just released. This is one of the just released ones. And that's the, I don't specifically chase picture discs, but I do, my bands that I love, and I do. I can't, it's like live, it's like guitar players. I say I don't like instrumental stuff, but one of my favorite ones is, and I buy them all the time, so I'm lying about that. So I guess I do like picture discs, but generally I like them for art. My Wasp Re-Idolized picture disc, it sounds phenomenal. And this is actually King Diamond, A House of God. This is a 45 RPM, right? Yeah. 2,000 copies of it, which, you know, these days is not a lot. I mean, it is a lot, but... And it's a 2-disc. I'm not going to take it all out, but I'll show you like that. Is that backwards? Yeah, of course it is. It's King Diamond's upside down. And then there's the other side. Sorry about the glare, guys. I'm using the front facing again. And then there's the back. This dude looks like he should be on a soap opera or something. But so I mean, that was like 20 bucks on Amazon. I mean, cheapest you can find these is 20 bucks plus shipping, so that was a good deal. So I picked that up. I'll be picking up the King Diamond ones because I like King Diamond. Well, King Diamond's one of my top 10 favorite bands, so I love King Diamond. Next is another one I got off of Amazon that was really cheap. I have the CD. I bought the autograph CD when he had his Pledge Music, or one of those Kickstarter ones. But I didn't get the vinyl back then. And that's Dee Snider's, I always forget the name of this. We Are the Ones, right? We Are the Ones. This was $12 on Amazon. So, the album is not great. It's very soft for Dee Snider. It's nothing like his new one, but being a completist and getting it so cheap, I had to get it. It's a good album. You know, it's just soft. I mean, there is a download card. If somebody wants to download, I'll send it to you. First come, first serve. If you're on Facebook, message me, or first one in the thing, I'll send it to you. Nothing fancy, just a white sleeve. It's pretty much self-produced, I think, right? I mean, self-released. But it's on pink as vinyl. It's got a little bit of white marbling on it, but I'm not sure you'll see it. Yeah, you can see it there a little bit. But they're, you know, $12. I had to pick it up. That's the completest in me. I mean, it's an album I would eventually pick up at some point, but not for, you know, $24. But I just don't think it was that good. It's amazing he did this in 2016. Or whatever, 2016, I'm pretty sure. And then he comes out with that monster this year. You know, 2016. This not Rosie is. Alright, next is I went digging, I don't know, last week. I went there specifically for a original press Megadeth, Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good. Of course I wasn't there when I got there. That was gone when he opened the door, he said. So anyway, I just went through and I found a couple that I need to fill as, you know, fillers. The first one is Saxon's Rock the Nation. I don't find Saxon too often, but when I do, they seem to be always in great shape. There's a little bit of ring wear, but I ain't worried about that. And I found this kind of odd. You know, you see the old sleeve, but if you look at the sleeve, Rock the Nations, it just has the lyrics for just that song, and it looks like somebody almost handwritten, whatever. Hand wrote them, Jesus. But that's not it. It's printed. I just thought that was weird. Now, you generally just throw these away. I don't leave them inside. You know, they just fall apart. But this one I'll keep now because of that alone. I think that was like $8. Alright, next is an album I don't have the OG of, so I was really happy to come across this. Not only did I come across that, I came across it with the original hype sticker and all with it, and that's Judas Priest's The Turbo. I know a lot of people don't like this or ram it down, but I like the album. It's got one of my favorite Priest songs on there. Album The Cold, still in the shrink even. 1986. Let's smack up the peel porn. Everybody cringing there? Oh, I'm done. Sorry. There's that. Again, a little bit of a corner bend there and a little bit of a tear there, but hell, the album's in great freaking shape otherwise. And there's the sleeve, which looks in excellent condition. This guy had so much stuff. I mean, I couldn't get there early. He bought from a private buyer. He told me that he's going back to get more, but he wanted to sell the stuff he had first, which it was all pretty much gone. I'm surprised this was here, and I'm surprised the Saxon was there. That goes fast when you can see it. But it's kind of a yuppie part of town, so it doesn't surprise me that much. So there's Judas Priest Turbo. Out in the Cold is my one of my favorite Judas Priest songs, especially on that live. This one you're going to look at and think, that's a piece of shit. Who the hell is that? Well, around here, this is 100. This album goes for about 100, 110 everywhere. Look on Discogs and all, about $100, 100. I think the last one sold for 123 or something like that. I do know somebody who has a great copy, and they want 110 for it, but I will never pay that kind of money for an album. I can't say that. If it was like something super rare like Dokken or Malmsteen, I probably would, but not for something like this. Anyway, I'm really shocked this was here, and for what I paid for it. The album is a local KC band called Fortress. Cheesy as balls. I mean, if your balls are cheesy, I don't think you should have cheesy balls, but you know what I'm saying. Cheesy as hell. And it's got a lot of wear on the cover. It's got a little bit of warping. You know, it looks like it was damp or something on it. But it kind of fits the album, the way the album is, you know. So the cover is fair. I wouldn't even call it good. It's all, you know, it's not tearing or anything. It's just worn. But for $24, I wasn't going to turn it down. I'm amazed that this was sitting there. It's a 90, 84, 85, right? Yep, 84, and then 85 is when they. It says Fortress 01. It was own release, you know, self-released, and still in the original crap-ass sleeve, as you can see. But the vinyl, again, aside from being a little bit dirty, is near mint. That is a super rare find around here, and this is where the band's from. I mean, the band's literally from blocks away from me initially. So that was a badass find for me, especially for $24. I can't, you know, I can't complain about it. And actually, he gave me off $4, so it was $20 really. Because I was talking to him about, I think he knew I was coming to get that, you know. Because I walked in, I asked him if it was still here, the Megadeth. But the guy, they also had these coupons that they put in there in random albums that if you buy that album, you go home or whatever, you open it up and look at it, there's a coupon in it. They put a coupon inside that one. I think it was like $60. $60? What the hell? $60? Weird message. $60 they wanted for it, and there's a $20 coupon inside it. So that dude paid $40 for a very good plus. Megadeth killing his business, killing is my business. Can't get lucky all the time, right? Sucks. Anyway, there you go. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for spending time with me. It's that way. I'll put links to to the things, you know, the rare stuff like this and Denied and Lost Boys. I'll put links in my description for that stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch up real soon.